When the busy years end, does love grow stronger, or does it start to drift apart? It's a question many couples face as they step into retirement. This new chapter is a huge life change, and while it brings freedom, it also brings a whole new dynamic to your relationship. Suddenly you're together 24/7, and that can be both a blessing and a challenge. That's why your emotional connection isn't just nice to have. It becomes the very foundation of your happiness. Today, we'll be diving deep into how to make sure your bond doesn't just survive retirement, but truly thrives. Retirement often looks like a long-awaited vacation, but the reality can be more complex. Many couples are surprised by the challenges that pop up. For decades, your lives ran on separate tracks: work, commuting, individual responsibilities. Now, those tracks have merged. You're spending more time together than ever before, which can feel a little intense. Old routines are gone, and figuring out new ones can cause friction. Who makes breakfast? What do we do all day? These simple questions can become sources of conflict. There's also the shift in identity. Many of us define ourselves by our careers. When that's gone, it can leave a void, leading to feelings of purposelessness or even depression. This personal struggle inevitably affects the relationship. On top of that, financial worries and new health concerns can add another layer of stress, putting your partnership to the test. It's completely normal to face these hurdles. The key isn't to avoid them, but to learn how to navigate them together as a team. So, where do we start? With the most powerful tool you have, communication. And I don't just mean talking about what, as for dinner, or who, as taking out the trash. I mean real open and honest conversations. After years of focusing on logistics, it's time to start sharing your feelings again. Talk about your hopes, your fears, your dreams for this new phase of life. What excites you? What worries you? A huge part of this is learning to listen, truly listen. Put your phone down, turn off the TV, and give your partner your full attention. Let them finish their thoughts without jumping in to offer solutions or counter-arguments. The goal is to understand their perspective, to validate their feelings. When you both feel heard and understood, you create a safe space where you can be vulnerable with each other. This is the bedrock of a deep and lasting connection. Next, let's talk about keeping that spark of romance and affection alive. It's not about grand, expensive gestures. It's about the small, everyday things. A simple thank you for making coffee, or I really appreciate you, can make your partner feel seen and valued. A warm hug, holding hands while you walk, or leaving a sweet note on the counter. These little acts of kindness are like deposits into your relationship's emotional bank account. Make a conscious effort to spend quality time together, not just coexisting in the same room. This could be a weekly date night, even if it's just a special meal at home. The point is to focus on each other, to connect without distractions. These moments remind you that you're not just roommates. You're partners who cherish each other's company. Remember the person you fell in love with, and make time to continue nurturing that love. While being together is wonderful, having your own space is just as crucial. You've spent your whole lives as individuals, and that doesn't need to stop now. In fact, maintaining your own interests is healthy for both you and your relationship. Encourage each other to pursue hobbies, whether it's gardening, painting, joining a book club, or volunteering. Having your own passions gives you something new to talk about and brings fresh energy into the relationship. This isn't about leading separate lives. It's about being two whole, happy individuals who choose to share their lives. Allowing each other this healthy space prevents you from feeling smothered and helps you appreciate the time you do spend together even more. It's a beautiful balance of togetherness and individuality. Now, let's create some new memories together. Retirement is the perfect time to explore shared interests you never had time for before. Maybe you've always wanted to travel, even if it's just exploring nearby towns. You could take a cooking class together, learn a new language, or start a garden. The activity itself is less important than the act of doing it together. Focus on fun and teamwork. Working on a project, like building a piece of furniture or planning a trip, can strengthen your bond as you collaborate and solve problems as a team. These shared experiences become the new stories you tell, the new inside jokes you share. They weave a new chapter into the fabric of your life together, filled with joy, laughter, and a renewed sense of partnership. Of course, no relationship is without conflict. With more time together, disagreements are bound to happen. The goal isn't to avoid arguments, but to handle them respectfully. When a conflict arises, try to stay calm. Avoid using blaming language like, you always or you never. Instead, use I statements to express how you feel, like, I feel hurt when. If emotions get too intense and the conversation is going nowhere, it's okay to take a break. Agree to step away, cool down, and come back to the discussion later when you're both calmer. The objective should never be about winning the argument. It should be about finding a solution that works for both of you. It's you and your partner against the problem, not against each other. Another huge part of being a team is supporting each other's health and well-being. This becomes especially important as we get older. You can be each other's biggest cheerleader. Try exercising together, go for daily walks, join a gentle yoga class, or go for a swim. It's a great way to stay active and spend quality time together. Encourage each other to maintain healthy routines, from eating nutritious meals to getting enough sleep. You can even attend doctor's appointments together. Being there for each other through health challenges, big or small, shows that you're truly in this together. This mutual support not only improves your physical health, but also deeply strengthens your emotional bond. You're each other's primary support system, and that's a powerful thing. Ultimately, all of these things build what we call emotional intimacy, that feeling of being truly close and connected on a deep level. Make time to strengthen this. Share old memories and laugh about the good old days. But don't just live in the past. Talk about your future dreams. What do you still want to accomplish together? Practice gratitude every single day. Acknowledge the things you love and appreciate about each other. Celebrate the small moments, the beautiful sunset you watched from your porch, the funny movie you enjoyed together, the delicious meal you shared. These small, positive moments accumulate over time, creating a rich and resilient bond that can weather any storm. Sometimes, even with the best intentions, you might find yourself stuck. If you're struggling to communicate or resolve conflicts, there is absolutely no shame in seeking support. Couples counseling or relationship workshops can provide you with new tools and a neutral space to work through your issues. Think of it like a tune-up for your relationship. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It shows you care enough about your partnership to invest in its health. Retirement isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new, exciting chapter. A strong, loving relationship doesn't just happen by magic. It grows with care, effort, and a willingness to adapt. This is your time to reconnect, rediscover each other, and build a future filled with joy and companionship. So I encourage you to take one small step today. Maybe it's expressing appreciation, suggesting a walk together, or simply sitting down to have a real conversation. What's one thing you do to keep your connection strong? Share your ideas in the comments below. You might inspire someone else. If you found this helpful, please give this video a like, subscribe for more content, and share it with a couple who might need it. Thanks for watching.